Hey friends, welcome back to Jenny Food and My Kitchen. Well, today we are going to make something very specific and fun. I'm talking about a Thanksgiving Day football game snack mix because as you can see, this is my team and they play every Thanksgiving. So every year, my family and I, we sit on the couch as the turkey's in the oven and all the sides are completely done so we can focus on rooting for our favorite team. So I'm going to show you today exactly this wonderful snack mix that we enjoy as we cheer for the Detroit Lions. So let's talk ingredients for this Thanksgiving football snack mix. I've got some popcorn, Reese's Pieces candies, candy corn, little mini pretzels, some dry roasted peanuts, some Candy Quick candy coating vanilla, and some Bugles. So the popcorn and the Candy Quick are going to give us that sweet candy along with the Reese's Pieces and the candy corn, and of course the Bugles and the peanuts and the pretzels will give us that salty mix. So stay with me, this is going to be so good. I'm going to start this off by saying this is one of those measure with your heart kind of recipes. I don't use exact measurements, I just find it's easier. I am going to dump my popcorn on both of these trays. I'm going to do about half of what I have in this bag on one tray and half on the other. And then we're just going to kind of spread that out in a single layer. Kind of making sure that's about even for both of those trays. And so now we're just going to kind of push all of that to the edges and kind of get it in a single layer on our sheets. That looks good. Now I'm just going to take this Candy Quick out of the box, and you'll see this comes in a tray that you can just melt this right in your microwave. You just want to put it in the microwave for about like a minute to a minute and 20 seconds, and then kind of stirring it about every 30 seconds, and then just kind of giving it 20 to 30 seconds at a time until it's perfectly warmed and ready to pour over our popcorn. Friends, our vanilla is completely melted. So we are going to kind of act sort of quick while it's warm, and we're just going to spread half over this popcorn and half over this sheet of popcorn. So pretty simple. It's not super hot to the touch, so you just kind of want to hold it. Now I like to use my fork and just kind of start off by drizzling it just to make sure that all of the popcorn kind of gets coated. I am of course going to take a spatula and kind of mix this up once we get all of this spread over the popcorn, because we just want all of this to be lightly coated with this vanilla candy mix. Oh. I actually made this the other day for a community event, which is why I had like half a bag of popcorn and half a bottle of peanuts. So, and it was gobbled up. I mean, there was nothing left at the end of the event. It was gone. And I've had people, every time I make this and I take this, I have people that always ask for the recipe, which I have to tell them, these are the ingredients, measure with your heart. So that's what we're going to do here today. Get that fork and kind of scooch that all down. One more coating. A little more over here. All right, now I'm just going to hold the parchment paper kind of with my right hand, because I'm left-handed. And I'm just going to kind of scooch this very gently all over each other and just kind of get all of these pieces of popcorn kind of thinly coated with this candy coating. So this just takes a couple minutes, and It kind of tries to get away from you, which is why I hang on to the pan. And then you just kind of want to spread it back out. It smells so good. Okay, that pan looks good. And again, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just kind of want to get things as coated as you possibly can. And then kind of sort of make it level again, if you can, with your spatula. All right, I think that's good on pan number 1. We'll go on to pan number 2, again, holding the edge there. And then just kind of turning all of this popcorn over and doing the best we can to kind of coat it kind of evenly. I mean, who doesn't love candy coated popcorn, am I right? Now, while that is kind of setting up and cooling down, we're going to go ahead and take our Reese's Pieces, and I like to just kind of drop, because some of these will stick to the popcorn, which helps it to get distributed evenly, sort of, through all of it. And again, measure with your heart. I just kind of like to make this right in the sheet pans so that I can see everything and I kind of can feel the right amounts. Now, if you are like a candy lover and maybe you perhaps want more Reese's Pieces, add more. If it's not your favorite thing, do fall-inspired M&Ms. Which, on that note, you could totally make this for the Christmas holidays, simply swapping out the Reese's Pieces for a red and green M&Ms. All right, maybe 1, 2 more Reese's Pieces. We don't want to get crazy, right? All right. Next, we're going to go in and do the same thing with our candy corn. Now, if you're not a fan of candy corn, you can always leave this out. I don't know what would be a good substitute at Christmas time. You can leave me a comment in the comments if you know of a candy or what you think would work to kind of replace the candy corn at Christmas. But I love the fall colors. I mean, the whole point of this is a good fall football mix. And specifically in our family, it's Thanksgiving. All right, I think that looks good. My heart says to stop. Next, we're going to go in with some itty bitty pretzels. Aren't those the cutest? Look how little those are. And, you know, this is why it's easy to measure with your heart. You just kind of spread a layer over everything of each of these, and that way you get kind of a good mix in the end of everything. I think that looks good for pretzels. Next is our Bugles. Who doesn't love a good Bugle? And the nice thing about the Bugles is they kind of remind you of the cornucopia. And so in my mind, it's perfect for Thanksgiving. Perfect for harvest. Perfect for fall. I mean, if there ever was such a thing designed as a fall snack, I would say it's Bugles. All right, that looks good for pan number 1. Maybe just a little extra splash. And then we'll go ahead and we'll go on pan number 2. And I'm going to have to open one of those little bags. And my heart says stop. There is our Bugles. And the last thing we're going to do, and because I used a half of this peanuts, I know that I want to use the entire other half of this. So last thing, I'm going to go in with peanuts and just kind of cover everything. And the nice thing is those peanuts kind of mixed with that candy corn. Yes, ma'am. You get that payday kind of flavor. I mean, if you didn't know that, and today's the day that you just learned that, you can always, for Thanksgiving or Halloween or whatever fall holidays that you celebrate, you can always set out like a nice little bowl of peanuts and candy corn. It makes a wonderful snack mix. All right, and my heart says that's good. So there you have it, friends. There is our snack mix. Now I'm gonna let this set up for about 15 minutes, and then we'll go in, we'll break it up, and we will put it in our serving dish to take to the party so we can watch our football and eat our snacks. All right, friends, here it is. Our Thanksgiving Day football snack mix that we are going to watch while we enjoy this team winning. I'm going to go ahead and give this a taste for you, and I'm going to take a little bit. We've got a Reese's Pieces, a chocolate, a pretzel, and let's see, we just need a peanut. So I've got a kind of a piece of everything. I'm just going to pop that in my mouth and let you know how I feel about this. That is good. You get the crisp from the pretzel, the bugle, and the popcorn, and the salty from the pretzel and the bugle, and even a little bit from the popcorn. But then you get that sweet from that candy coating, the Reese's Pieces and the candy corn, and then a little peanut extra. I'm telling you, this is the greatest football snack to sit there and munch while your turkey is in the oven and dinner is finishing. So friends, I just want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you are blessed and that you enjoy your families this Thursday. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.